come right here.
On the line.
All right, first and foremost, we would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, the double honors unto the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that taught us this word. And peace and blessings to the sincere came across the four corners of the earth that push this word day in and day out, sincerely. We just want to go into topics that current world events, prophecies, various prophecies unfolding. Now we just go through the spirit and the power of the Lord, we just go into it to show you how it linking up with scriptures, That we are watchmen. We also watch what happened, and explain to people that died that these same things was prophesied in the scriptures.
This is Isaiah 55, verse 11. He said, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I send it."
God, what is that word? That word is the truth. That word is prophecy. Part of that prophecy is the downfall or the destruction of America. Part of that prophecy is famine, martial law, World War III, Jacob's trouble. All these things is the word of the Lord. The Lord's gave his prophets these words of prophesy unto the nations. And guess what? We come on time prophesying unto you. And what the Lord say, it ain't gonna return unto him void. That means it will happen at any point in time at Habakkuk 2:3.
Though it tarry,
though it tarry with faith, and that will do with faith. But guess what? It will happen.
Let's get down to the second word in prophecy, right? Right? It's this is 2 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 1. "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai."
The words of what? Prophecy. So that will come out, that we doing prophesying. Because we are the end. We are the end of Esau kingdom and the beginning of our kingdom. And right. It's starting in the spirit, it's starting in the spirit, in the atmosphere, that feeling, that kingly feeling.
Okay.
But guess what? We are to prophesy down for this kingdom first. Guess what? We can't rule in another man's kingdom. That Esau kingdom had a fall.
That's right.
And you see, the reason why Russia and Iran and India and China and these other nations and them, boosting the nuclear technology is for that same purpose.
Right.
I will Lord say I create this the smith that blow the coals, I think.
In the fire. Right.
In the fire. That is his scientists putting it in the minds and the spirit of these scientists, to advance the technology.
Right.
So that it won't fail when we start and it start rain fire on America.
Right.
The missiles ain't gonna fail.
2 Corinthians chapter 15, for the way we were saying, right? 2 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 20. "Behold, said the power Yahweh, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south and from the east, and Lebanus, to turn themselves against one another." And he said, "and repay the things that they have done to them."
Pay the things that they have done to them, to us. So the Lord's staying up. Joel 3, and say prepare war.
Oh, prepare war. This is
Speak unto the Gentiles.
Okay. This is Joel chapter 3, verse. I'll start from verse 9.
Yeah.
This is Joel. Oh, this is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. He said, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. He said, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
And the Gentiles speaking about these other nations.
Good.
Proclaiming this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Let all your men of might, which speaking about go back to your military, go back to your navy. You know, all your men of might, you know, wake them up. Because we in that time of war, according to the scripture, it have a time for everything, a time for peace and a time for war. We in that time of war. In the kingdom, we're going to have peace. In the kingdom, we're going to rest for us. But hey, we in the time of war now. And we ain't going to fight no carnal war. The carnal war is for these heathens to fight. What we're fighting is a spiritual war right now. We're trying to bring out the word, trying to wake up the elect, you know, trying to warn the people that we are about to enter into a state a mass destruction. So we Lord, so proclaiming this among the Gentiles. You having this there?
Yeah. Read back again. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. He said, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near.
God.
Let them come up. Beat your plowshare into swords.
Beat your plowshares into swords. When they call out the budget for these different nations, say Russia budget we're taking up the a huge percentage of the budget is the army or the national defense. You know, they investing a lot into that. Why? Because the Lord putting that spirit on them. Beating the plowshares into swords, meaning they preparing for war.
Good.
What they don't know is that it's Esau fighting against Esau and they're going to tear down their own kingdom. You know?
Good.
The scripture say, if a kingdom is divided amongst himself, how could the kingdom stand?
Good.
Right? Because they are divided among themselves. Right? Because all of them they seem the rights. Right? So they're fighting against themselves. Right? And all the works of the Lord, the works of your Basham Rashai, these things was spoken from way before time. Right? What to come. Right? Because they speak my word. But the people, you know, words of prophecy, all these things is prophecy, all these things is what coming. And these things that we see happening today, right? When we want all these things, right? All the most high plays upon the earth, right? Because you say iniquity shall increase, right? And we see the wickedness all over, all these prophecies where your I say must come, right? And the word will never return things void, so whatever the most high see, it's gonna happen. There's anything the most high see and it never happened. Everything the Lord say is gonna happen.
Good.
Most high is not a man to lie.
Shalom. I have something I want to share with you. Just to validate what they were saying. This Federal News Network, Senate committee authorizes $750 billion defense budget established for Space Force.
You see?
The Senate Armed Services Committee wants to authorize $750 billion for the Defense Department budget in 2020, and its acquiescence to the White House request to form a Space Force as a new military branch. The 2020 Defense Authorization Bill also continues tweaking DoD's acquisition system. This year, the committee focused on intellectual property and software procurement. We make these investments with the National Defense Strategy as our blueprint. Said Senate Armed Services Committee Ranking Member Jack Reed. Reading remarks prepared by the committee chairman Jim Inhofe, however I pronounce that whole name, at a press briefing in Washington. Inhofe or Ofi could not attend the briefing because blah blah blah. Right, so that's basically it backs up the fact that but it's brought out that they're preparing for war. And why is they preparing for that space war? It's because it's all prophecy. You know? It's prophecy. I mean, I have a precept real quick. I have two precepts real quick. It says Obadiah. This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 4. Outside the tree. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, then shall I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Anybody can break it down?
Salak.
Can break it down?
Let's read it over, Salak. Yeah?
Obadiah chapter 1, verse 3 and 4. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, though thou dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, then shall I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
That precept will back you up. The exalt, he said the pride, it's pride, right? This is the Most High is due to prideful kings. Right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse we start from verse 12. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 12 said the beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart is torn away from his maker. Right? Because the Most High created you Edomites too. The Most High is your maker. Verse 30, he said, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that had it shall pour out abomination, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamity and overthrow them utterly, because pride go before destruction. Right? And this is the point here. Verse 14. The Lord Yahweh had cast down the throne of proud prince and set up the meek in their seat.
When you read in Isaiah 14, 12, you see how thou art fallen from heaven, Lucifer, son of the morning. How thou art cut down to the ground, but there is between the nation. Right? So who will bring him down? Because you are proud man, if you're about Shami or Shani. And you will let them know, you say, is this the man that between the nation, this man? You know? So if the Mosai, he has authority, the Mosai use the power, he's going to bring down people, he's going to bring down this proud man. Because he's proud. Right? He exalted himself, you know, high. You're going to be like the Mosai. So who's going to bring him down? How about Shami or Shani? These people are going to be a new people. This man who have power, go to Israel, bring him down. One who has real power. Right?
This is the next article. The Pentagon is asking for a colossal $718 billion for its 2020 defense budget. The Pentagon is asking for $718 billion in its fiscal 2020 budget, a $33 billion or about 5% increase over what Congress enacted for its fiscal 2019. The White House officially released the broad details of President Donald Trump's fiscal 2020 budget request on Monday, requesting a colossal $750 billion for national defense. Right? The $718 billion budget is comprised of a base budget of $444.5 billion, $9.2 billion for emergency border funding, and $164 billion for overseas contingency operation funding, aka the war budget. The war budget. So how it can be peace if they have a war budget? Why have a war budget if we're in a time of peace and prosperity? And these Christian pastors are what they teach. Peace and prosperity. Right? And I basically read out everything there already. So this is Jeremiah chapter 49, starting at 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of the Dan, for I will bring calamity of Esau upon him. Right? So the Dan, that goes back to the Germans, right? For I will bring calamity upon him, the time that I will visit him. Right? So them German scientists were the ones who first created what the atomic bombs, right? But now that has progressed toward the nuclear missiles, right? Which is going to be shut off in this upcoming Third World War, which we physically we not fighting a physical war, but that's what we're looking forward to. But we're fighting a war economically, right? And it's on the table. All these tariffs, all these stock exchanges being affected, all these different things. The war is being fought, but physical war is coming. It says, the time that I will visit him, if the grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? Because ultimately, right, all this is controversy over Israel, as the scripture had said, right? Tell a woman coming, but it says, if thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered their secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Right? So the secret places was what the Illuminati, right? In times past, what they still are a secret society, but they were secret. The secret of the secret society was secret to the world. But now, to the prophets and other whistleblowers, they have been revealed, right? Even if Alex Jones was an insider, right? And he came out and he went and what? Infiltrated the Bilderberg meeting, right? Or sorry, the Bohemian Grove, where they do the sexual orgies and the satanic worship, right? So that big owl in Bohemian Grove, right? And many other different things. Videos. There was a producer that did a video that was highlighting the Illuminati parties, right? Where they dress up in masquerade, right? And they do the different orgies and sacrifices and drink blood and all these different things. And not too long after, he did a movie concerning it when they was begging him to take that part of the movie out, and he refused. Guess what? A little while after, he turned up dead. Right? Somebody saying something? Right? So yeah, so the secret societies they have been exposed to the prophets of the Lord and to other whistleblowers that the Most High ultimately set up. Right? That's how Esau used to rule. He used to rule by deceit and secret. But now they've been exposed, and the nations, all the nations are confederate, that down with the wickedness, they're all exposed. So the eyes are upon them. Right? That's one of the reasons why they have this war is coming to, right? Because Esau is trying to throw off the prophecies, right? We see Donald Trump trying to build a wall. You just saw it in one of the reasons for the defense and the war budget, right? They want to have a certain portion of the money go towards the wall, right? Because the scriptures describe the city of unwalled villages, I think it's described, as being destroyed. Right? They can't throw off the prophecies. They're trying to make it look like this Bible is false, but they can't, because what? They're fighting against Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We are just the messengers, but ultimately you're fighting against the true power. It says, Jeremiah 49:11, leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh, that Bozrah, right? And Bozrah represents America, right? It was an ancient Edomite city, if I'm not mistaken, at the seacoast, a rich city, but it represents America in this time, shall become a desolation and a reproach, a waste and a curse and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste, because after these missiles hit, it's going to be a what? A desolation, right? And a forever desert wasteland, right? It says, verse 14, I have heard a rumor from the Lord, an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her, and rise up to the battle. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, and despised among men. And this is what we see. These nations, they despise America. They call her what? They call her, they call these Edomites the fork-tongued dragon. I think now we say the two-tongue, right? You can see basically what they're doing across there in Venezuela. You can see it. They put the fire on top and the fire below, because they create the conditions which are unsuitable for the people in Venezuela to live, right? You have people fleeing, millions of people fleeing their native land, so-called native land, because we ultimately, as Jacob, and we ultimately from Israel, right? But they flee the lands that they was born and had to seek refuge in different countries, and so many different conditions that they're under. But ultimately, these people being judged, because nobody ever perished being innocent according to the scriptures in Job, right? So this all I explain off is judgment, and is what is righteous in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, um, verse 16, thy terribleness have deceived thee, and thy pride of thine heart. O thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as an eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. And we know that goes back to the space station, the space force, and all that they have to consider building out there to fight Yahweh when he returns, because that's what it is about, right? The necessary satellites also, because they need the satellites to what? To as part of the network with the RFID chip to monitor, as part of their godhood, right? To monitor each and every person on the planet Earth. In Matthew Revelation 13, verse 16, he calls it all, both small and great, which is poor, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the forehead. Same. If you don't have that mark, you wouldn't be able to buy or sell, right? That mark will also go back into what? Your identification, your banking account, your health records, your driver's permit, everything that Esau needs to know about you, your criminal record, right? Everything is going to be on what? That mark, that stigma, that charagma, that chip, right? Is the mark of his. That is the mark of him. Who is he? Him. Esau, the enemy of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? The man who claims, who sits in the throne as though he is God, right? It says that he's that proud man, because the Most High gave him that kingdom to rule for a period of time. He's the fourth beast, right? He is our fourth beast. But through him, his kingdom is going to come to an end, and this way of living, this abominable way of living is going to come to an end, right? It says, verse 17, also Edom shall be a desolation, every one that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. So the land of Edom, which represents what? America, and also the land across there in the Middle East, they're going to be a desolation, because certain parts of Israel are going to be destroyed, right? And the city, there's a bordering city where Edom dwelt, right? Verse 18, and in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor cities thereof, say the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall the Son of Man dwell in it. Right? And there's a clue. Right? How was Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed? It was destroyed by what? Fire and brimstone. And it's the same technology is going to be used to destroy America in these last days. Because that fire and brimstone is going to come in the form of what? ICBMs. Alright? Go ahead.
Yeah, as I was saying there, the other space station and all these things are trying to hide from the Most High, but not knowing that the eyes of the Lord 10,000 times brighter than the sun, seeing everything. As I said, the Most High, who can hide from him? He cannot see, right? The Most 9 verse 2, he said, though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, then will I bring them down. So, all the station over here, he watching, and, he feel they go escape, right? They had underground bunkers and all these things for them to go escape. right? But they ain't going to escape, right? Because the then Jeremiah Moses said he will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every crevice, from every rock, from every hole, from every crease that you hide from your Abasham Moshai. Right? You see, and though they hid themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. So no way he run, no way he turn, no way he move or try to hide. Judgment is on his way. He's gonna fall. He's gonna bring him down. So he's a cold man. Right? And they feel recompense. So the devil as he is, by shedding blood, by road, murder, they see poor death. Right? The judgment will come in. But a lot of them want to say, you know, that they will be saved, you know, God love everybody. Like garbage, like you love so-called white man. He's going to be put to death. He's trying to set against humanity. Right? He's going to get put to death. He's going to be judged. The Most High said he's sin and reach the heaven. Now the time the Most High going to bring him down. Right? Because he can make up now. He can make up. Like what? Word Ayoba Sham Yoshai reveal it. Everybody getting nobody Illuminatis and all these things. Again, the kingdom falling. So guess what? You look at the comment great wrath now. Because no time short. So we looking to do it just to finish out the last end here, you know. Just trying to finish out the fourth year. Because you know it days it fail. You know, we just gotta hold strong. And we can know about yourself and have patience, but you know the destruction sure.
Yeah, it's sure, because Yahweh Shimei shall say what? He's not a man that he should lie, nor the son of man that he should lie. Right? There's in Numbers. Right? America is about to be destroyed, the kingdom is about to be translated over into a righteous rulership. The earth is about to have a new government, a new a revamping, right? A rebirth. This is Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, right? So Egypt is the Babylonians. Americans, anybody that believe in the system democracy, I was going through a documentary with what? China, right? And I shared it with you all on the WhatsApp, right? Where they was talking about this lady actually brought forth a Moabite actually brought forth and helped our cause, because what she said in the documentary, to help destroy a city, you know, understand this. Israel is called a city, right? We are called Jerusalem. Jerusalem was a people before it was a place. Wherever the people are is wherever the peace is. Jerusalem represents the city of peace, right? She said to destroy a people, they destroy their language, right? That's why when we read the prologue to the Wisdom of Solomon, they say things have more force when they're speaking in the original tongue, right? And that was one of the key things that Esau did in these last days, to destroy our language so that we can't praise Yahweh Shemel Shai. And that's why it's so detrimental, even this Ben Yehudi bullshit about the Yiddish, right? That you can't turn the people back into the true understanding. You have these people going to so-called seminary schools and saying that they come out with the edification or the education of knowing what is Hebrew. No, they don't know what is Hebrew. What is Ben Yehudi, right? It's not Ben, it's Ban, it's sons, right? We are the sons of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and the language is still confused in that modern day Hebrew, that Yiddish, right? But in the original Paleo Hebrew, right, is the truth, right? Now these people are not turning that's the poison of Christianity and theology of Christianity, right? And these are the false philosophies and doctrine. It has our nation destroyed, right? That they can't turn back, but the Most High don't desire 2/3 of our people nevertheless, right? Which makes the work even more challenging, because we have to go out there and do it nevertheless, right? It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because there are many. So you have so-called Asherites or so-called Venezuela Asherites, we know them to be, according to the spirit of prophecy and true faith, right? They flee into what? Other nations. They flee like to what? Trinidad, looking for help. But guess what? It's going to have desolation and destruction right here in Trinidad too. It's going to happen in Venezuela, Brazil, Guyana, Colombia, and all these other nations that they're fleeing to. Peru, everywhere that they walk up in the caravan, they're gonna flee and they're gonna meet their death the same way, right? It says, and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, right? Horses and chariots, it goes back to what? Philosophies, it goes back to what? Power and strength, right? You have the government here saying what? Come across, you give you a period of amnesty, right? You can sign up, you get regularized, you might get an identification cards, you get time to get jobs, you get visas, whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, these same people are gonna turn on you because they believe their heart is set in Esau's way, right? Esau's philosophy. They're not teaching you that, hey, you know what? You are my people. We are the same. The Benjaminites, the Levites, you know, the Judites that in this country here, we are the same as who? The Asherites, the Venezuelans are coming across, the Negroes, the Latinos, and the natives, right? We are the same. They're not teaching you who is your power, Yahweh Shimi Shai. So what? And that we have that all these scourges and these amendments are sent unto us, what? For correction, for amendment, to turn back to our power. They're not teaching you that. What they giving you? They're giving you like a plaster for the sore, but they're not dealing with it. They're not dealing with the root cause of the problem, which is what? The abomination and the abominable filth that you're doing towards your power. Right? That's why you're being judged. Right? It says because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. You see, these people they're not being taught to look towards your power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Serve him in spirit and in truth. Because these so-called Venezuelans, they heavy into what? Santa, how you say that, Yahweh? Santa Maria or Brahia and worship of Guadalupe. I know you
Puerto Rico,
Guadalupe.
they say Guadalupe.
Right? They have into that worshiping of Jesus, right? It says verse 2, yet he also is wise and will bring evil. You see, the scripture says this is the prophecy. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil. Scripture says never trust your enemy. So you put trust in the government of Trinidad and Tobago. You trust in the government of all these other nations that have democracy. Guess what? They're gonna bring evil. Hey, even those who supported Juan Guaido back in their homeland, they're gonna bring evil, right? Matter of fact, Maduro also. Once you don't put your trust in your Abashina, evil is gonna come your way. It says, and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. And that is who? America, Babylon, and the Edomites ultimately. Right? I'll stop there. Now I can read one more verse. Now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses are flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is holpen shall fall down, and they shall fail together. And that's what's about to happen. This whole place is going to fall. This whole place is going to fail. And the government and the kingdom of righteousness is going to be established. Head by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, King David, and the 144,000 righteous. Go ahead.
In Jeremiah 17, verse 5, it says, thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from Yahweh.
Yeah, there's gonna be the judgment for 2/3. Because they put the trust, the whole spirit into the system, to depend on this place, and to put their trust in a fallen empire. So they're gonna be cursing with the time of evil. Right?
Put a trust in Esau philosophy, these things he teach them. And scripture in Job 12, verse 25. You see they group in darkness without light, and he maketh them to stagger like a drunken man. With philosophy, with these lies, right? Because our government, we don't learn all these things from the so-called white man, right? That we know he not fit to rule because they learn that same way, right? And they oppressing their own people, right? As scripture say, he merchant of balance, he loves to oppress, deceit in his heart. He sees people upon their beds, right? So what going on there? This place, right? This place need to go. This place need new rulership. right? And that's what coming. That's why the word going on right now, prophecy fulfilling. By the time they join here, we can dregs, right? The end of the barrel, you know, comes to the bottom and soon it's gonna be over, you know?
What is it? This is Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 23. Yahweh is the hammer of the whole earth, cut asunder and broken. How is Babylon becoming desolation among the nations? And the other video, computer sent with General Wesley Clark was explaining how they're going to take down the country in 5 years. And one of the statements he make in the video is that, America see every problem as a meal. God them is a hammer. You understand? And there was a script that I read that was done by the prophet Jeremiah. How the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder. America is the harmony in the earth. She beat all these nations to war powder. You understand? He said, Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 23, he said, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon becoming desolation among the nations? Verse 24, I have laid a snare for thee. So the Most High lay a snare for thee. And what's some of them snare? The missile. The Most High put the technology in, give the technology to the scientists, them to the build ways to destroy, which is these ICBM missiles. And there's this snare. The Most High at Esau selling the missiles to other people. You understand? Like the allies. So all the allies got missiles. You understand? And all these allies are with other like you can't control with them. So we lashed out at them with tariff. You understand? Putting tariff on them, telling, hey, you don't do business with this one, or you don't do business with this one, because I can put sanction on you. So you lashed out at them because you realize that he did something wrong. And you can sell a destructive weapon. Yeah, allies. Now we got lost now. They got restriction on this science. Does he stay the most I lead set that you didn't know? You understand? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Precept when you finish.
And in Obadiah 1 verse 8, verse 7 it says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Yeah, so all the confederates, the allies, you understand, they can turn against him. And you see it right now. They not agree with Donald Trump. They not agree with how we running the business. They not agree with his foreign policy. You understand? They're not in the same mind. You understand? And they isolated themselves because of fucking with him. You understand?
Always look at your
Oh.
Yeah,
Our precept here.
Third.
This is Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 14. Thou art the anointed cherub that covereth, and I have set thee so.
Done.
Right? That's so the Most High speaking about here. Thou was upon the holy mountain of the Most High. There's a letter that Esau is trying to discredit. There's a so-called letter that Hitler wrote to his soldier and said what? That when the world see what he was trying to save them from, which is what the Jews, right? And when they know who America has in its possession, he said, who does America have in its possession? And he said, well, the Jews of the Most High, right? And who's the Jews of the Most High? The scripture described Israel as being the Jews of the Most High, right? When they realized that he was trying to save the world from them, he will cause World War III from what? The grave, right? So what? The holy mountain is what? Israel, Yashar Allah. Says, read from the beginning, thou art the anointed cherub that covereth, and I have set thee so. So the Most High make Esau the devil, right? The Most High despised Esau. When you go to Malachi chapter 1 verse 4, I think it says what? The Most High hated Esau and he loved Jacob, right? And what? And Romans, it says, thou was upon the holy mountain of the Most High, thou walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire, right? It says, thou was perfect in thy ways from the day that thou was created. Yeah, perfectly evil. And the stones of fire represent the missiles also. Till iniquity was found in thee, but the multitude of thy merchandise they have filled the midst of thee with violence, and thou hast sinned. Therefore I will cast thee as profane out of the mountain of the Most High, and I will destroy thee, O covering cherub, from the midst of the stones of fire. And thine heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by reason of thy brightness. This goes back into who the Illuminati, right? I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay thee before kings, that they may behold thee. Thou hast defiled thy sanctuaries by the multitude of thine iniquities, by the iniquity of thy traffic. Who did the traffic? Esau traffic in the transatlantic slave trade, in the triangle trade. It was what? The Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and you know. Therefore will I bring a fire from the midst of thee. It shall devour thee, and it will bring thee to ashes upon earth, in the sight of all them that behold thee. All they that know thee among the people shall be astonished at thee. Thou shalt be a terror, and never shall thou be any more. But
Yeah. So back in the Jeremiah 15, but 23, he said, how is the arm of the old earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon. Thou was not aware. You understand? So the Most High said the snare he laid, he wasn't aware. You understand? So you get caught in the trap.
Yeah,
You understand?
that trap is make America great again.
Yeah.
With Donald Trump, you know, put America above everybody else and have it in a way that everybody, all the other nations have to yield to his desires. And that will make these nations mad. Let me say, hey, we know about that. You know, that was years ago, we know about that. You know? So that is a snake. That pride is that snake. That pride is part of that snake. You know, to so-called make America great again. You know? These other nations ain't gonna allow that for you to just put tariffs on them and they standing quiet. And we have nuclear missiles too. We go allow you to advantage and we have nuclear missiles too. Yeah. Can.
It's, Second Ezra 15 verse 20. He said, behold, said Paul, I will call together all the kings of the earth that reverence me.
Bring the idea.
Bring that idea.
Yeah, come on. The spirit.
Which are from the rising of the sun, from the south and from the east, and Lebanus, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, as the brother was praying on day, where they were saying that if all they know the things all they were doing these people, the jewels are the Most High, right? Or they will be afraid that when the Lord destroy the Egyptians, right? He said, like as they do yet this day unto my children, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom, thus said the Lord. But the scripture says, he said, that cup pass unto thee. So days will come in. So all these things with the Most High is setting up you know, that these nations will rise against him. They do work out Bashan Rashai. They know the Lord will not recompense him.
It's back in the.
I have a quick precept. Baruch Shah.
Yeah, where
This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquity. Reward her even as she rewarded you. and double unto her double according to her works in the cup which she had filled to her double.
Alright.
Right? Yeah, so judgment won't come for the wickedness that they're doing on the earth. Right? You're saying there's some about these nations are going to just sit by and what and let these things happen. Right? They're not going to be bullied no longer because America is a big bully. Nagasaki, Hiroshima, right? They drop it on them people up to these days, right? They dropped the motherboard bomb in Afghanistan the other day to what? To destroy what? It wasn't ISIS, it was the Taliban. The last leg of the Taliban, they dropped the motherboard bombs on them. So they're not afraid. These people are death and hell, right? So the Most High is gonna reward them. The due reward. Go ahead,
Yeah. We'll go back in Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou said, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Said thou art found and also caught, because thou strive against the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You understand? Got to strive, the works of the so-called self-proclaimed white man and the Edomites, they strive against the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Everything they do in the earth, they're striving against the Heavenly Father. They contrary. You understand? That's why the Most High call him the adversary, right? Which is Satan, right? Verse 25, he said, the Lord had opened up his armory and had brought forth the weapon of his indignation. And those the ICBM missile. You understand? The Most High opened up his armory, right? You can just remember that. We were back here in Isaiah 14. And it was Isaiah 13. And the Most High said, he mustered the battle. Done. Yeah. So the Most High opened up the armory. You understand? That's it. It's Isaiah 13 and I just showed you a piece of that. It's Isaiah 13 and 4. Yeah.
Isaiah 13 verse 4, it says, the noise of a multitude in the mountain. Another truth says, I have commanded my sanctified one. I've also called my mighty ones for my anger.
Yeah, the sanctified one is the Israelites with the elect, and the mighty one is going into the angels. Right?
Even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people. The tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The howl that a child host must take the host of the battle.
Yeah, the Most High must the host of the battle. The Most High is preparing this nation for fight. You understand? And I put in the word mustard.
Yeah, I think it means all together. That's seven.
Going back to the just the Most High gathered these nations together. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is a man of war, in Exodus 15 and 4. Talk about Exodus 15 and 3. The word mustard, it's assembled troops, especially for inspection or in the preparation for a battle.
Then in Joel 3, right, we see you're going to lead them to the valley and choose of fun. Bring them to the battle because scripture when the angels he had poured the fire upon the great river Euphrates, right, and the same river dry and prepared itself to battle for them to go across. Right, and it was talking about the Israelites, they the Most High weapons, like the Most High weapons too. So when I read in Jeremiah 51 verse 20, he said, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nation, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. Right? Yeah, and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. Right? Because Hashem is a man of war. As soon as these men will get spiritual power, Most likely going to use me. Going to use Israel.
Right. It's Jeremiah 15 25. So the Lord Yahweh Ba'atim Yahushai opened his armory and had brought forth the weapon of his indignation. He said, for this is the work of the Lord Yahweh, God of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans.
Hey, let's see, in that battle back when David and them was going to war, and you know, Saul is 1,000 and David 10,000. Hey, you can be glorious like that, right? You're going to be glorious like that when the Lord comes. You're going to see them by the thousands, right? Because, hey, yeah, our brother with us, the Most High will be with us. And probably that's spiritual power. So you're going to fall.
Right.
And scripture saying, it is not blood. Blood shall pursue. Right? That's the only way the land will be cleansed. By the one way you shed blood on the land, the blood has to be spilled. And this will come in.
Was said it's in the land of the Chaldees, including to Babylon the Great, which aka America, right?
Let's
Yeah, man.
read this. So we'll say back to it. So that Deuteronomy 32 verse 29, it says, oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider the latter end. How should one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight, except their rock had Zolan, and Yahweh had shut them up? The Lord go and put them into our hands before the Lord put us into their hands. But now the Lord weakening them and giving us back our strength. The Lord will give us spiritual power. But they ain't wise. They didn't consider their last time. They didn't take in heed to what happening. And see, all these things happening is when our kingdom about to fall. The economy declining, the people rising up, the nation, the people becoming degenerates. Hey, women ruling over men is a sign of destruction also. The tail. Hey, if it start back comparing, you put somebody who qualified to lead, who gonna happen to the business grand, the business grand burst, they crumble, and women won't set up to lead. You know, see what happening now? We on the path to destruction. You know, Esau will set up also.
Habakkuk precept to back you up.
Can.
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 21. That I planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?
Can.
Right?
You know, men
Jumping
you go through.
Jumping on to verse 23. How canst thou say, I am not polluted? I have not gone after Baalim. See thy way in the valley. Know what thou hast done. Thou art a swift dromedary traversing her ways. You know, we have departed from the old ways, the old paths from how Yahweh Shemel set it up, the order you're talking about. You know, women ruling over men being part of a sign of our destruction also as a people. You understand? We have become degenerate. We have become a spoiled vine. You understand? Well,
Yeah. Back in Jeremiah 50 and 26, he said, come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as the heap, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. Slay all her budlock, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for the day is come, the time of their visitation. He said, the voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, our God, the vengeance of his temple. Right? And this will be It was due to the Israelites, right? With the so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native American Indian. You know, you touch the Lord heritage, you have no respect, right? And you are the hidden nation who follows suit with him. Verse 26, he said, call together the archer against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round and about, and these men, these nation, kingdoms with what? ICBM missile. You understand? The Most I said, call together. Remember, the Most I say, prepare this nation, prepare this nation for battle. He put the spirit on these leaders, he put the instruction, he sealed the instruction these leaders mind. You understand? Okay, then Proverbs 16:1, you know, you're going to get it back the shot. You understand?
Proverbs 16:1, it says, the preparation of the heart in man, and the answer of the tongue is of Yahweh.
Yeah, so the Most High is put in the mind.
So that's verse 4 also.
Yeah.
It says, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Yeah, so the day the Lord is evil. You understand? The day Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is evil. The guys only sorrow, distress, and misery, death and pain. That's evil. And this is the day of the Lord. You understand?
I have two quick precepts.
Yeah, good.
Then Jeremiah chapter 25, chapter verse 31. A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth, for the Lord had a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, saith the Lord. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation. A great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth, and the slain of the Lord shall be at the day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. Because the Lord have a controversy over the captivity of the nation of Israel. Understand? So hey, this vengeance belongeth unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You understand? So now he's coming with a vengeance, with a shout, you know. Go ahead,
Anybody any more thing after this?
I want to say before.
Yeah, we'll go ahead then. How you close after this?
Job 33 verse 13 says, why dost thou strive against him? For he giveth not account of any of his matters. For the Most High speaketh once, yet twice, yet man perceiveth not. And if we go out and speak and say, the Lord, arranging this third world war, hey, let me not say, if we say this third world war is the end of this man kingdom, he not consider it. But guess what the Lord does do? What the Lord does do? It says, in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and the slumbering upon the bed, then he opened the ears of men and sealed their instructions. So guess what? Let's finish it. That he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. So guess what? They could be trying to offset prophecy, but guess what? When they're sleeping, the Lord put an instruction in them and seal it. Like with Pharaoh, long time before Pharaoh, set through the children of Israel, he wanted them to go. But the Lord didn't want them to let them go. The Lord wanted to bring plagues upon Egypt.
Yeah.
The Lord didn't say you have Pharaoh had.
Seal the instruction. Yeah. One minute he's saying, I will let you go, and then when he go and take a nap, he will back up and he say, fuck that and let them go. And that way the Lord has moved. Say, don't.
I have a quick precept on that. There's Exodus chapter 9, verse 13. And the Lord said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh and say unto him, thus saith the Lord power of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth. For now I will stretch out my hand, that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth. And in very deed For this cause have I raised thee up, for to show in thee my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth.
And that's what the Lord will not do again. That's what he will not do again. He should show them his power. Right? So there's example there. What the Lord did from before, he's gonna do it again. There's nothing new under the sun. These things we do before, same thing they're doing today. So guess what? The Lord gonna show them his power. That's why he bringing out all these plague, destruction. Hey, that's most likely he fire without mixture. It's gonna be terrible. Right? So these things are coming. Like these things will happen before, it's gonna happen again. Right?
Done. Back in Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 29, he said, call together the archer against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her works, according to all that she had done, do unto her. For she had been proud against the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, against the Holy One of Israel. Understand? He said, verse 30, therefore shall our young men fall in the streets, and all our men of war shall be cut off in the day, said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, power of hosts. For thy day is come, and the time will I visit thee. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in a city, and it shall devour all round about him. You understand? Them women kindle them fire, them ICBM missile. Those women kindle them fire. That's how America can be destroyed by thermonuclear missile, and also the lasers from the chariots. With the wall, they're going to call UFOs.
Precept.
Good.
This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, say the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Yeah, this is dead. This is fire. You understand? Second, that is fire. This will come in. You know? You got anything more there?
Zechariah. No. I hear this mention the second death. Yes, sir. That's all right.
Yeah, see, that's what gonna happen, you know. You know, like that missiles, that might see that missile I'm seeing it's not for exhibition. You know, these missiles to be used. You understand? These countries spending billions of dollars on military armory, you know, vehicle, helicopters, plane, missiles, guns, and all these things to go and show. No one is prepared to fight. You understand? Because there is a power in heaven that controls the mind of men. And the power in heaven, he wants a war. You understand? He has some recompense, you know, to repay these nations for the duty to children of Israel. You understand? That's why we see now these nations, you know, build up the armory. We got to prepare for war. And these people out there just lay back. You understand? You see now this thing and you asking questions. You trying to find what really going on.
when you really look at it, all these nations from back then, because they still exist, they're still here today, and they're still doing the same thing they were doing back then. And all these nations are right against Israel. Right? And oppress Israel and they want to do it.
Good.
And it's going to be the same thing too. Right? It's going to happen again. So all of them are pressing us up to this day. Still doing what I was doing back in the past life. Same thing. Right? And he refused, as Pharaoh refused to let them go. He didn't want them to go. I think I put that in second Exodus 2, Exodus 2. You see that little man and sell it him. If he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
Is that 21? Exodus 21? Yeah, it is Exodus 21. Yeah.
Right? Exodus 21:16. Right? You see, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. If he's still in the hands, so he refused to let me go, he was pressing him.
Good.
Right? As David said, who's going to deliver me out of the hands of the strong that is too strong for me? Who's going to deliver me out of that? Yehovah Hashem Yoshai coming to deliver us.
Good.
That is the deliverer, Yehovah Shai. Right? The first time was Moses. Now the Lord going to send his son. Right? That is the deliverer going to come and deliver us out of his hell, out of the hands that is too strong, out of the hands that is wicked. Right? The days will come and fame, judgment, heavy judgment, righteous recompense.
That's right.
Right?
And the precept is Isaiah 34, Satan 1. Come near ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slaves also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and heaven shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
Good. You'll be shaking. This is what a missile going to do. Damage. And this is the most indignation, righteous anger. You understand? The most I see going to kindle a fire in the city. The missile going to kindle the fire. You understand? And also the chariot.
I want to go back to what Quara was just saying. Right? It says Isaiah chapter 41 and 14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
Good.
Right? So the elect, this is the hope to be delivered. It says Job chapter 19, verse 25. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. Right? Because Yahushua is going to rule. This is his inheritance. The earth is his inheritance, and he's going to what? Come to collect. You know? Y'all have more, or we can end up?
Yeah, we're looking to get ready. I gotta get the plantation.
Alright, so with that, we give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakakodash, Babylon and apostles and elders, a great millstone, and salutation to the elect, that are going to focus on the planet Earth. Right? Until the next one, Mawat Lababal, Shalom. Shalom to the elect.